Most poisonous and venomous fish in the world. Box jellyfish. The box jellyfish is like most fish, a pretty unpleasant thing to experience on a bad day, especially if you've already peed. The box jellyfish is named after its unusual body shape, but the poison comes entirely from its lethal tentacles, which are covered with tiny poison-loaded darts known as nematocysts. If a living thing is unfortunate enough to encounter and get stung by one of these animals, the poison is capable of causing paralysis, cardiac arrest or even demise. And all three of those things happen in a span of few minutes. There are over 50 different species of box jellyfish and only a handful have venom capable of slaying humans. Spotted trunkfish. The spotted trunkfish is capable of some significant harm. While the spotted trunkfish never grow beyond 12 inches in length, their body is coated with a bony outer surface featuring two sharp spines. This body armor serves to protect the fish against predators, but the true toxicity and protection comes from its skin. When the spotted trunkfish is touched, the glands on its skin release a colorless toxin that is lethal if ingested. Any animal that dares to try and eat the fish, such as nurse sharks, will most likely pass away soon. Pufferfish. A pretty unpredictable and incredibly lethal fish and apparently a dubious diving instructor in Bikini Bottom. The pufferfish is probably most well known for its ability to inflate itself into a ball to evade or threaten predators by inhaling water. They're able to expand their elastic stomachs to several times their usual size, making them incredibly tricky targets. Some pufferfish have spines lining their skin to put off these opportunistic predators. It's incredibly poisonous, and there is enough poison in a single pufferfish to finish up to 30 humans. And there is no antidote for the venom injected by a pufferfish. Hence, the pufferfish is by far one of the most lethal fish you could hope to find in the world. Lionfish. When the lionfish gets agitated, those spines come through the fleshy sheaths and then the venom is exposed. The lionfish as a species, typically they grow up to 19 inches and weigh up to 3 pounds, but actually the lionfish can be bigger and heavier or even smaller and lighter than that. So while the size of the fish seems to change from one species to another, there are some traits that do not. The lionfish is a venomous fish, one that releases its poison through its needle-sharp fins when injected into the bloodstream. This venom can be extremely painful, but is generally harmless when drunk or eaten. Although there are some that can have extreme allergic reactions to the venom. Yellow box fish. The yellow box jellyfish is not the most poisonous fish by any means, but they are definitely one of the most damaging. These fish use a toxin named ostracytoxin or pahutoxin to defend themselves, but there's a catch. Unlike many animals, the yellow box fish isn't so good at releasing this toxin strategically. In fact, it seems like any time this animal gets stressed or feels threatened, the poison just floods out into the water. Any animal that happens to be in the area at the time ingests it and quickly passes away. Scorpionfish. There are over 200 known species of scorpionfish in our planet's oceans. The scorpionfish is an intriguing mix of traits belonging to both fish and scorpions. Scorpionfish are blessed with spines that contain a lethal venom which immediately injects into the bloodstream, the moment contact is made. Studies have shown that a single sting from one of these spines can prove fatal to unsuspecting animals. The scorpionfish tends to linger around the rocks near the seafloor, so it's highly unlikely you'll stumble upon one. Weaverfish. The weaverfish is the stuff of nightmares, to put it bluntly. Even those that know what to look out for may end up getting stunned. The weaverfish is a small sand-colored fish that buries itself amongst the sand, making them almost invisible to the human eye. When an exposed human foot lands on one of these hidden fish, their dorsal fins embed itself into the offending foot and begins injecting venom. Thankfully, this venom is not fatal, but it does create some excruciating pain that will make you wonder why you ever thought coming to the beach. Stingray. Stingrays are not always aggressive, but they are always poisonous. While the shape of a stingray is just naturally beautiful and elegant, all of its power comes from that long whip-like tail. At the end of this tail, sits a few barbed spines, each one containing a dose of venom. When that tail stabs you, the toxin is released into the bloodstream. The pain is excruciating, and if you happen to get stabbed in your heart, it's fatal. However, despite this obvious capability to inflict significant harm on living things, the stingray is often gentle and peaceful. Blue-ringed octopus. The blue-ringed octopus is the only known octopus that is poisonous to humans, and it's also one of the most aggressive species of octopus on the planet. This single species is capable of executing 26 adults in minutes, which is insane, especially considering that the injection process is almost unnoticeable for its victim. The blue-ringed octopus has two kinds of venom, one slays its prey and the other is used as a defense mechanism. When the octopus feels it's being attacked or provoked, it injects its venom through the use of a reasonably painless bite that produces 2 small puncture wounds. Within seconds that poison is coursing through your blood, and it's the end for the victim. While most octopi are comfortable keeping their distance from other species, the blue-ringed octopus does no such thing. This is an animal that is more than willing to fight at all costs, and more often than not it wins.